Good evening. The opinions and statements voiced by our guests do not necessarily reflect the opinions of this network. Enjoy the shows.
We've been expecting you.
Monday, time for our maven of the supernatural, Denise Pridemore. This is the Paranormal Pride. Join to listen and chat live on WBHM-DB.com or Spreaker app. Search WBHM-DB every Monday at 7 p.m. Central for your supernatural paranormal fix. Welcome to the Paranormal Pride, where the show is about the guest and the listener.
You are listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting, the best in paranormal talk only on Paranormal Experience Radio. Broadcasting live out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Welcome to the Paranormal Pride. I'm your host, Denise Pridemore, and I have a special guest for you guys tonight. I have Patti Negri. I have been excited about this since she turned around and answered me right away when I asked, and I was so excited because I didn't expect her to answer that fast. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this because, well, even if you don't, I am. So it's going to be all about me tonight. No, it's going to be all about Patti, and we're going to have a great time. And if you don't know Patti, she was on Ghost Adventures, not just once, but multiple times. And you may remember her from the Halloween special at Zach's Haunted Museum there in Vegas. And she was the White Witch, and then the Dark Witch was down in the basement. And Patti made me laugh a lot in that one. Well, because I felt the turmoil between you and the other lady. I don't know if that was more of Zach going, hey, you guys need to have a little conflict, or you really had conflict. But she was a little bit weird. But I remember her from when they went overseas, but she made them feel weird anyway back then. So welcome, Patti, to the Paranormal Pride.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Yes, no, Zach doesn't tell us to do anything, honestly. He wants it as real and fresh, and I've done two at the museum episodes with Lady Snake, and that was all real. And like the first one was the one around the Ed Gaines Cauldron, and when Father Sebastian the Vampire was there, and Bloody Mary was there, and I had no idea that anybody was there. He just put me in that little gypsy wagon. Again, he keeps everybody separated. He doesn't tell you who's there. If I'm going into a haunted house, he doesn't tell me the history. I am kept sequestered. They will lock you. They'll leave you in the van. They'll leave you in a room. Anything they have to do. He wants it legit. Even the second one, the 4-hour special of Ghost Adventures, I knew everybody else was there. We all knew each other. Oops, sorry. We all knew each other was there. I was hanging in the room. We were sequestered together. It was great. Chris Fleming and Josh Gates and Michael and Mary and Justin Spurrier and Josh P. Warren. All these people. Lady Snake was kept at a whole different hotel. She was kept at a whole different room. He just always once said, "Oh yeah, and here's Lady Snake."
Yeah, she was, she was kind of odd. Well, not odd, strange, I guess, is what I mean.
Yeah.
She made you think a little bit more about the dark side of things, and but like I said, I remembered her when I saw her. It's like I remember her from the other show, and so I always thought that was interesting. But like I said, I remembered you from your first one, and I liked you then.
Oh.
And I'm not one of those people that goes out and says, oh, well, this person was on TV. I need to talk to them right now. And it's just, I was getting to these, I told everybody, I said, I need to find some new guests to really get you guys thinking about stuff. So that's how you came about.
Awesome.
And so like for the next few weeks, I've got, well, next week I have a new guest. And then after that, I'm going to Vegas. So, well, my daughter's pregnant and she lives there. So, and my other daughter's there, and we haven't seen her since she left in September of last year. So, you know, it's time for us to go. We're going to take the long way to Vegas through Las Vegas, New Mexico. So we're going to go to Vegas twice.
Awesome. Vegas to Vegas. I didn't even know there was a Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Actually, I believe that Las Vegas is actually named after it.
Oh, wow.
And Las Vegas, New Mexico has a very dark history as being one of the baddest Old West towns that there was at one time. And their history goes back a lot further than some of the other Old West towns to like 1600. So it's going to be interesting. And, you know, the Ghost Adventures actually did the La Castaneda Hotel there.
Ah.
And we're not staying there. It's next to the train. I don't want to hear a train. When I wake up in the morning, I told my husband, I said, we'll stay at the Haunted Plaza Hotel instead. And but we're also going through Dodge City, and a lot of the people from Dodge City went to Las Vegas. And so I'm just happy as long as we get to where we're going to see the daughter and the granddaughter, I'm happy. I mean, there's not much that's going to upset me. Although I've never been to the Haunted Museum yet.
Oh, well, you're going, aren't you?
No, I don't think it's open. A lot of things aren't open on the Strip still. And
they're open.
They are?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would just depend on other things. Because,
right,
you know, like this Strip is the granddaughter's birthday. So that's always the most important. You know, we tell people all the time, family is the most important thing. So it is. That's what we plan on doing. And we've got to try to stay away from as many people as possible since the daughter's pregnant.
Right. So that makes sense. But yeah. But again, they're not on the Strip. Know that they're all by themselves.
Yeah.
And I know that they're taking lots of protocols, and even when lots of people, they're each little tour is a small little group. But I understand completely. The museum will be there for years. You can see it next time.
Well, we were going to drive by there when they were building it. It took so long to get it open. Yeah. You know, we're going to be open. We're going to be open, and then it wasn't. And then we're going to be open, and then it wasn't. And it was like, okay. So, but we've been going for years at this point, and like I was telling you off air, we know Justin because he used to live just down here in Chanute, Kansas, and so we're not that far away from where he was living before he moved to Vegas. So, and he doesn't live too far from where my daughter lives now in Vegas. Oh, so, awesome. And he's a good guy. I really like him. We met at a paranormal conference. I'd had him on my show, and then we met at a paranormal conference, and I saved him from getting yelled at by his wife because he had just bought really expensive sunglasses and he left them on my table. And I was like, okay, well, I found him, made sure he got them back before he left, because Kansas City to Chanute is a little drive. So he always remembers me because of that. And I have him coming up to be on a show as a tribute show to a friend of ours that passed. So I'm going to be talking to him for that. So like I said, he is a good guy. I really like him. I just remember him driving all the way out there in the winter from Kansas, driving across New Mexico and all that, and taking all those roads and trying to do it in one night. You know, one day, it's 21 hours from where we live. So for him, it might have been 20 hours,